What if I told you that you could grow a thriving vegetable garden, even if you don't have a single inch of backyard space? No tilling, no digging, no giant garden beds. Just a few containers, some soil, and the right plants. That's the magic of container gardening. You can transform a tiny balcony, patio, or even a sunny window into a food-producing paradise. And the best part? Some vegetables actually do better in containers than they do in the ground. Fewer pests, easier watering, and total control over the soil and sunlight. So today we're diving deep into the 6 best vegetables you can grow in containers. Crops that are productive, beginner-friendly, and will reward you with real food no matter where you live. Let's jump right in. 1. Tomatoes. The container garden. Superstar. There's just something magical about homegrown tomatoes. That deep red color, that juicy bite, and the rich sun-kissed flavor. It's nothing like the store-bought ones that taste like water. And here's the best part. You can grow them right on your balcony or in a small patio container. No garden bed required. Tomatoes absolutely love containers because you can give them exactly what they want. Rich soil, perfect sunlight, and steady watering. But, and this is important, not every tomato variety will thrive in a pot. You'll want to choose determinate or bush types, meaning they grow to a certain height and stop, instead of sprawling endlessly like indeterminate varieties. Try compact, high-yielding types like Patio Princess, Tiny Tim, Better Bush, or Roma. These are bred specifically for container growing, giving you tons of fruit in limited space. Container setup: pick a large pot, at least 5 gallons, though bigger is better. A deep container helps roots spread and gives more consistent moisture. Make sure it has plenty of drainage holes. Tomatoes hate wet feet. Use high-quality potting mix, not garden soil. It's lighter, better aerated, and drains perfectly. Mix in compost and slow-release organic fertilizer before planting. Tomatoes are heavy feeders, and this early boost helps them produce loads of fruit later on. Sunlight and water. Tomatoes are sun lovers. Give them 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. If you're growing indoors, a grow light can make all the difference. Place it close and keep it on for about 12-14 hours a day. Water regularly, but don't drown them. The soil should feel damp, but not soggy. Inconsistent watering is one reason for cracked fruit or that black blossom end rot. If you can, use a self-watering container or add mulch on top to keep moisture even. Care tips. As your tomato grows, gently remove the lower leaves. This improves airflow and prevents disease. Add a small tomato cage or stake early on so the plant grows upright and doesn't flop over when the fruit sets. If you're feeling ambitious, you can even plant basil. In the same pot, they're perfect companions, and basil naturally repels pests while enhancing the tomato flavor. And the reward? By midsummer, you'll step out onto your balcony and find clusters of glowing, sun-warmed tomatoes waiting to be picked. Slice one open, sprinkle a bit of salt, and take a bite. That's pure summer in your mouth. All from a single pot. 2 peppers. Colorful, compact, and productive. If tomatoes are the king of container gardening, peppers are the vibrant, fiery queen. They bring life, color, and spice to any small garden, from shiny green bells to crimson jalapenos, golden banana peppers, and even purple or chocolate-colored varieties. And the best part? Peppers absolutely thrive in containers. In fact, they prefer the warm, well-drained environment that pots provide. The right varieties. If you're growing on a balcony or patio, go for compact or dwarf types. Try Gypsy, Baby Bell, Redskin, Jalapeno M, or Hot Portugal. Sweet or spicy, they all love the same conditions: warm roots, good drainage, and lots of sunlight. Container setup. Pick a 3 to 5 gallon container with several drainage holes. Terracotta pots are great because they breathe. Just remember they dry out faster, so you'll need to water more often. Use a light, fluffy potting mix enriched with compost. Avoid heavy clay soil. When planting, bury the pepper slightly deeper than it was in its nursery pot. It encourages extra root growth and helps stabilize the plant. Feed your peppers with a balanced organic fertilizer, something like a 5-5-5, or liquid seaweed every couple of weeks. Once they start flowering, switch to a fertilizer that's a bit higher in potassium and phosphorus to encourage fruiting. Light and heat. Peppers adore heat. The warmer the weather, the happier they are. They need at least 6 to 8 hours of sunlight daily. If you live somewhere cooler, position your containers near a wall or reflective surface. It'll bounce back warmth and light. Night temperatures between 60-70 degrees 15 to 21 degrees C are ideal for fruit set. If it's too cold, flowers can drop, so consider bringing pots inside on chilly nights or covering them with a light fabric. Watering and maintenance, peppers like steady moisture but not soggy soil. Water when the top inch feels dry. Mulching helps retain moisture and stabilize temperature. When flowers appear, gently shake the plant or tap the blooms. This helps pollination if you're growing indoors or in still air. You can also pinch off the first few flowers when the plant is young. It sounds counterintuitive, but it helps the plant develop stronger roots before focusing on fruit, leading to much bigger harvests later. Harvest and enjoy. Harvest your peppers green for a mild flavor or let them ripen to red, orange, or yellow for maximum sweetness and nutrition. Each stage has its own flavor profile. Green peppers are crisp and grassy, while ripe ones are rich, sweet, and full of antioxidants. Hot peppers also get spicier as they mature, so you can pick based on your heat preference. And remember, the more you pick, the more they'll produce. One healthy pepper plant in a 5-gallon pot can yield dozens of fruits over a single season. Imagine your patio lined with glossy peppers in every color, a living rainbow you can eat. 3. Lettuce and salad greens, instant gratification crops. If you're new to container gardening or just want fast, delicious results, start here with lettuce and salad greens. They're the ultimate instant gratification crops. You plant them once, and within just a few weeks, you're harvesting fresh, crisp greens straight from your balcony or windowsill. Lettuce and leafy greens are shallow-rooted and love containers because they don't need a lot of space to thrive. They grow beautifully in cooler weather and can be tucked anywhere. A patio, a window box, or even recycled containers like wooden crates or salad bowls. Varieties to try. For variety and texture, mix it up. Try Butter Crunch for those tender, buttery leaves, Romaine for crunch, and Red Leaf for color. Or if you want constant variety without fuss, go with a mesclun mix. Baby greens that regrow after every cut. You can even add spinach, arugula, kale, or Swiss chard to your salad lineup. These leafy powerhouses grow just as easily in pots and give your salads a nutrition boost. Sun in containers. Here's what makes them so easy. Lettuce doesn't need full sun. 4 to 6 hours a day is plenty, which means even shaded patios or apartment balconies can support lush, thriving greens. Use a wide, shallow container around 6 to 8 inches deep. Lettuce roots don't dive deep, they spread out. Make sure your pot has good drainage and fill it with loose, fertile soil enriched with compost. Watering and feeding. Lettuce loves moisture but not soggy feed. Keep the soil consistently damp, especially during warm days. If it dries out, the leaves can turn bitter, so water gently every morning or evening. Feed with diluted compost tea or an organic liquid fertilizer every couple of weeks to keep the growth tender and flavorful. Harvesting. Now here's the best trick, the cut and come again method. Instead of pulling the whole plant, trim the outer leaves regularly and leave the center to regrow. This way, your plants keep producing fresh greens for 4 to 6 weeks or more. You'll have a continuous salad bar right outside your door. And here's a pro tip. Interplant herbs like parsley, chives, or dill in the same container. They help deter pests like aphids naturally. Plus, you get bonus herbs for your salad dressing. With just a few pots and a handful of seeds, you can grow enough greens to fill your salad bowl every day. It's fresh, fast, and unbelievably satisfying. No grocery run needed. 4. Potatoes, the hidden treasure crop. If lettuce is instant gratification, potatoes are pure magic. Because with potatoes, the real excitement is underground. You can't see what's happening until harvest day, when you dump out your container and discover the hidden treasure waiting below. And yes, you can absolutely grow potatoes in containers. In fact, it's one of the most efficient and fun ways to grow them, especially if you're short on space. Getting started. All you need is a deep pot, grow bag, or even a 5-gallon bucket with holes drilled in the bottom for drainage. Potatoes need depth more than width, about 12-16 inches minimum. Start with certified seed potatoes, not grocery store ones. Why? Store-bought potatoes are often treated with sprout inhibitors or may carry diseases. Seed potatoes are clean, healthy, and bred for planting. Cut large ones into chunks, each with at least one eye, and let them dry for a day before planting to prevent rot. Planting and growing. Fill the bottom of your container with about 4 inches of loose, compost-rich soil. Place your seed potatoes on top, eyes facing up, and cover them with another 4 inches of mix. As the plants grow taller, keep adding soil or straw around the stems. This is called hilling up. It encourages new tubers to form along the buried stem, meaning more potatoes per plant. You can repeat this process 2 or 3 times as the plants grow. By the time your container is full, you'll have a living column of soil packed with future potatoes. Water and feeding. Potatoes love consistent moisture, but too much water can cause rot. Water when the top inch of soil feels dry. About 2 to 3 times a week depending on weather. Feed every few weeks with compost tea or an organic blend rich in potassium and phosphorus. Avoid too much nitrogen. That makes lots of leafy growth but fewer tubers. Light and temperature? Give your potato container 6 to 8 hours of sunlight daily. They prefer cooler roots, so if you're gardening in a hot area, try wrapping the pot with burlap or placing it in partial shade during the hottest part of the day. Harvest time. When your potato plants flower, that's the first sign you can start sneaking a few new potatoes. But for a full harvest, wait until the tops turn yellow and begin to die back. Then stop watering for about 2 weeks. This helps the skins toughen. Finally comes the best part. Dump out your container onto a tarp or garden bed and start digging. It's like a grown-up treasure hunt. You'll uncover smooth, golden, red, or even purple gems. All fresh, chemical-free, and ready for the kitchen. Each 5-gallon container can yield 3 to 5 pounds of potatoes, sometimes more with good care. You'll never look at store-bought spuds the same way again. Once you've pulled your own homegrown potatoes from the soil, still warm from the sun, you'll realize this is what real food tastes like. 5. Carrots and root veggies. Underground magic. When people think of container gardening, they often picture leafy greens or tomatoes. But here's the secret few beginners realize. Some of the best container crops grow completely out of sight. Root vegetables like carrots, beets, and radishes are nature's hidden gems, quietly developing underground while you go about your day. Then one morning, you pull one up, and there it is. Bright, crisp, and unbelievably fresh. You'll never look at store-bought carrots the same way again. Why root crops? Work so well in containers. The trick is simple. Roots love loose, deep, and stone-free soil. Exactly what you can give them in containers. No rocks, no compaction, no competition from weeds. Just pure growing freedom. Because they don't need sprawling space or pollination, root crops are perfect for patios, balconies, and urban setups. Choosing containers and soil. Depth is key. Go for a pot that's 10 to 12 inches deep for carrots and beets, or around 6 to 28 inches for radishes. You can even use fabric grow bags, deep window boxes, or repurposed storage bins with drainage holes. Use a loose, fluffy potting mix, ideally something made for root crops. Mix in compost and a bit of sand or perlite to keep it airy. Avoid heavy garden soil. That's what causes twisted or stubby roots. Planting and care. Sow seeds directly into the container. Root veggies hate being transplanted. Plant shallowly, just about a 1/4 inch deep. And keep the topsoil moist until germination, which can take up to 2 weeks. Once the seedlings appear, thin them out gently so each plant has room to grow. It's painful to pull cute baby plants, but trust me, overcrowding is the #1 reason for small or misshapen roots. Best varieties for containers. For carrots, go for compact or short-rooted types like Paris Market, Thumbelina, or Little Finger. They grow fast, stay sweet, and fit perfectly in smaller pots. Radishes are lightning quick, ready in just 3 or 4 weeks, making them a fantastic crop for impatient gardeners or kids. Beets take longer, but they reward you with both tender roots and nutritious greens, giving you a double harvest from one plant. Watering and harvesting. Keep the soil consistently moist. Drying out can make roots woody or bitter. Water gently to avoid disturbing young roots, and always aim for even moisture throughout the pot. Harvest radishes as soon as they reach full size. They can get pithy if left too long. Carrots and beets are ready when the shoulders start to push through the soil surface. Pull them gently, rinse off the dirt, and admire your haul. Fresh, colorful, and completely homegrown. There's something deeply satisfying about growing food you can't see until the very end. Root veggies remind you that the most important work in your garden often happens beneath the surface, quietly, steadily, and full of reward. 6. Bush beans. The compact protein crop. Now let's move above ground to one of the easiest, most productive container crops of all, bush beans. If you've ever wanted to grow your own protein-rich food but don't have a backyard, this is your crop. Bush beans are compact, fast-growing, and incredibly generous. In just a few short weeks, they'll turn any sunny corner into a miniature farm. Why bush beans are perfect for containers. Unlike pole beans that need trellises and space to climb, bush varieties stay neat and compact, usually under 2 feet tall. That makes them ideal for pots, balconies, or patios. No elaborate supports required. They grow fast, ready to harvest in just 50 to 60 days. And they keep producing as long as you keep picking. Container setup. Use a pot that's 12 to 14 inches deep with excellent drainage. Beans don't like wet feet. Fill it with a rich potting mix, ideally one mixed with compost for slow-release nutrients. Avoid over-fertilizing. Too much nitrogen gives you lush leaves but few pods. Plant seeds directly into the container about 1 inch deep and 3 inches apart. You don't need to start them indoors. Beans germinate fast in warm soil, usually within a week. Sunlight and water. Bush beans thrive in full sun, so give them at least 6 to 8 hours a day of light. Water deeply once or twice a week, enough to soak the roots but not flood the pot. Consistency is key. Uneven watering can cause pods to drop or seeds to form unevenly. If you live in a hot climate, mulch the surface with straw or shredded leaves to help retain moisture and regulate temperature. Pollination and yield. Beans are self-pollinating, meaning you don't need bees or wind, though both can help increase yield. You'll notice delicate white or purple flowers appear first, then tiny pods start to form. In about 7 to 10 days, those pods will mature into crisp, delicious green beans. Pick them early and often. The more you harvest, the more the plant produces. It's like nature's auto-refill system for fresh food. Best varieties. Try reliable container-friendly varieties like Provider, Bush Blue Lake, or Contender. These are short, sturdy plants that produce heavy yields and keep going for weeks. You can also experiment with yellow wax beans or purple beans for a splash of color. They're just as easy and look beautiful in patio gardens. Bonus benefit: natural soil fertilizer. Here's something most people don't know. Beans are nitrogen fixers. That means they work with special bacteria on their roots to capture nitrogen from the air and store it in the soil. So when your bean plants are done producing, don't just yank them out. Cut them at the base and leave the roots in the soil. Those roots will decompose and release nitrogen naturally, feeding your next crop organically. You're literally growing your own fertilizer. The harvest moment. When it's time to harvest, gently snap off pods every few days. You'll hear that crisp, satisfying pop, the sound of garden success. Steamed, sautéed, or eaten straight from the vine, homegrown beans taste nothing like the ones from the store. They're sweet, tender, and alive with freshness. For minimal effort, bush beans offer maximum payoff: food, fertility, and fun, all in one pot.